Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Chump and wow, has Big Daddy Jeff delivered on those social features he promised. I'm going to get to looking for group and endorsements in just a moment, but first up, there were actually some other hero changes apart from the huge Symmetra rework, which we will have a comprehensive video about on the channel in the next few days, that have kind of snuck under the radar a little bit. And the first hero that we're going to talk about is Doomfist. Now he's had his movement speed in his ultimate increased from 150 to 200. So that means that when he's using Meteor Strike, he's able to aim at and follow enemies much quicker. Oh good, as someone who plays Zen, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm joking, obviously, it's a really good buff for him. And that's not all that he got. He now gains 35 shields from normal abilities, up from 30. Now that might not sound like a lot, but if he hits a combo, his opponents are going to notice the difference. Doomfist has definitely just got a little bit scarier. Arisa is another hero that has also received a straight up buff. Her supercharger ultimate cost has been reduced by 15%. Now with the game currently how it is on live, Arisa isn't being played all that much, and I don't think this small buff is going to be enough to change that. However, this buff goes alongside the new Symmetra, and because that's such a drastic change to the game, Arisa's adjustment might be more significant later on down the line. Now before we move on to the new social features, I think there's one piece of crucial information you need to keep in your mind when assessing them, and that's the fact that on the PTR, the hero roles have been completely changed. No longer do we have offense and defense, all the categories have been simplified, so now there is only tank, damage and support. The old offense and defense have been collapsed in together, and that's really important for the biggest headline social feature, and that's looking for group. Now the first thing to understand about the LFG option on the PTR is that it's not a matchmaker. You're either creating a group for other people to join or browsing the groups to potentially join one of them. Now yes, there are definitely elements of role queue or role select in the LFG, but as I said, it's not really a queue, it's just a way for you to have more power over who you decide to play with. Now the cool thing about them is that you can create groups to your own specifications. You can select the game mode like ranked or quick play or versus AI, and you can restrict the roles in your group, and you can even go a little bit further and force people who join that group on certain roles to only be able to play those roles heroes. This is why it makes a lot of sense that Blizzard have reorganized those roles into 3 simple categories. So role select is in the game, but only if either you set up a group where those roles are clearly defined and people know what they're joining into, or you make the selection to join a group committing on a certain role. You can name your group just like you can with custom games, so people know what they're getting in for. So you could create a group called Trying to Escape Diamond and have all the most stringent restrictions in place, or you could go completely the other way and have absolutely no rules at all for the people who are going to join. My hope is that this really encourages people to group up and play ranked in a 6-stack. As Jeff said, it's all about that control and finding the kinds of teammates that you want to play the game with. Now there's also another social feature called Endorsements, and what this basically is a positive feedback system for your teammates, and there's 3 main areas that you can give people an endorsement for post-match. Now this next point is kind of important. Your endorsement level will be publicly visible, so it's another feature that's adding player accountability into Overwatch. When you receive a certain amount of endorsements, your rating will go up, but it's not fixed, it will degrade over time. It takes constant good feedback to maintain a high endorsement level. If you get actioned against, so that's suspended, or you get silenced in chat, that will completely reset your level. Now there is also a reward system intertwined with this. You get minor rewards for actually endorsing people, but you do have limited votes per match. You actually get 3. There's only 1 vote per player, and you can't endorse the same player more than once in a 12-hour period. Now if you do maintain a high endorsement level for a long time, Blizzard will have check-in moments, as Jeff put them, where they directly reward you. So there is direct incentive to try and be a good member of the community. The categories that you can get endorsed for are fairly straightforward. There's sportsmanship, which is like a positive influence in the game, good communication, etc. And that's the only category that you can endorse an opponent for. There's good teammate, which is given for good cooperation like swapping when needed, or just being generally flexible and accommodating to your teammates. And lastly, there's shot caller, which is really about good leadership skills, a positive effect on the team, trying to make calls in a constructive way, having game knowledge and strats that can actually help, that sort of thing. Now each endorsement is actually color coded, and where it displays your level level, it will also show the split of what endorsements you've actually received. All in all, I think it's a good system. It's not spammable, it's not really exploitable. I bet most of you wish it was in the main game already and not just on the PTR. Now, the last feature that I'm going to talk about has been requested for quite a long time, and that's the ability to be able to set your player profile to private if you want, so only your friends can see it. People not on your friends list won't be able to see your hero playtime if you select that option. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with that. Now, just as a bit of a tease, Jeff also mentioned at the end of his developer update that there's going to be at least one more significant social feature coming either late summer or early fall this year. So we've got even more to look forward to. Clans? Guilds? Anyone? No? Just me? Fingers crossed, everybody. And that's about it for right now, guys. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the new looking for group feature in particular. Is it something that you're really going to use? Or would you have preferred a more comprehensive role queue matchmaker? I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss another video of ours again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in great company. And finally, please follow the Your Overwatch Twitter. It's where you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time.